Good morning, everybody. Today is February 20th, and I had to bribe old Enoch with some bacon, little bacon chips. Come on, finish up your bacon. He's getting kind of old. He turns 14 this June. And anyways, this here's going to be kind of the final video I make of this vehicle for a while, because to be honest with you, I don't want to keep making videos unless there's some serious progress. And I'm going to show you where I'm at and what my plans are, and then the next time you see it, it'll look a lot different than it does right now, I hope. Okay, you see I got the tape measure down there. Yeah, say hello. And what I'm showing is the wheelbase. Now, the wheelbase on this car, this is a 59, the Pontiac shop manual. And if you go here, I hope you can see it okay. It shows the wheelbase. This is per a Bonneville we're talking. And the wheelbase is, I haven't got my glasses on again. Hold on. Okay, the wheelbase is D. You measure from this point to that point. And for a Bonneville, you come up here to, you find D, Bonneville, and they're saying, let me see if I can find it. You'll see it says wheelbase. You come over, and the Bonneville wheelbase it's 2 inches longer than the Catalina. So it's 124 inches is what you'd have. And we'll show you where I'm at with this. This isn't spot on, but come down here. And we're right at about 99 inches. You can go 98 to 100 inches, however you want to look at it. But when I'm done, that might be it, or I may actually squeeze this up a couple more inches. I'm really thinking I will shorten it at least 2 more inches, maybe 4. But that's showing that I've taken at least 24 inches off the wheelbase of this car. Yet the overall dimension, if you go from bumper to bumper, it's actually even shorter. It's more like 28 inches I've removed from it. Now, what does that mean? Well, let's go a little further here. I got this here, Department of Mechanics from 1959. And if you open it up, 1959, Studebaker, came out with their Lark, and they were like you could say, kind of the first compact car. American Motors, they had this here on, I think it's an Ambassador. I don't know. But the wheelbase on that Studebaker was 108 inches. So the wheelbase on this is 8 inches shorter than what was considered the original compact car, you might say. And then just one other little thing I'd like to show you. Go over to this Motor Age magazine. Also from Chilton's put these out, but I've done a couple times. I've put up videos about these magazines. This is December of '59, and they were given away free to gas stations back in the day, and jobbers would come around and give them out, and the jobbers would advertise in them, their different products. I'm not going to go through it real hard, but gates, belts, they had all kinds of advertisements in these things. GM parts, they're cool to look at. Tools, Here's a Chilton's repair manual. And they'd have tips about, repairing on different products. And if you owned a gas station / service station, then you would be probably interested in a book like this. Getting them free, too. So here we got the Ford Falcon, which was also, a new thing on the scene. And its wheelbase was 109 inches. So, 109.5, whatever you could say. I'm 10 inches below the what they'd call a compact car. And if you notice, Falcon's 109.5. That's pretty interesting. Why would they fight so hard to be like that? Well, I'll show you why. And there it is. What constitutes a compact car? And according to NASCAR, this is when they were getting into, you're racing in different categories, and it was for Daytona, which we just had Daytona, I believe. According to NASCAR, a compact car should not have a wheelbase that exceeds 110 inches. So the Falcon got right in there at 109.5. And it should not cost more than $2,500, and a gasoline tank should not hold more than 15 gallons. Having said all that, this thing is basically 10 inches shorter than the Falcon of 1959. Its wheelbase is. I'm gonna do some more research later, find out exactly what the full length of. I think this is lengthwise because it's got such a long back end, and the nose is long too. It's more like right now about the same size as a 58, 59 Thunderbird. After they went from the two-seater Thunderbirds up. But I'll do a walk around and we'll call it a day. And hopefully the next time you see this, you'll see a whole lot of new changes to it. And let's do that walk around quick. When I say changes, like this will hopefully all be filled in. I'll have a floor in it. I've done some welding there. It's rather crude welding, but it's so far working for, I'm not going to be driving this all over the place. I want to just be able to move it around the yard, basically. Oh, yes. You see this here. If you watch my videos, I'm always complaining about I'm banging my head on the shop corner all the time. And then my wife came out and helped, and she hit her head here once. And then I was going to fix it because of that, and she banged her head a second time the other day. And that day we went out and I got that foam and we put it on there. It looks pretty too. She picked it up. She said she wanted Robin's egg blue, and that's what we got. And I think it was a good choice. Okay. And yeah, part of the problem I got when I start to really get in here to weld, I don't care. There's no room, especially, I'm old and I'm crippled. I've had to take days off and lay in bed because I pulled muscles real bad in my leg, both legs, trying to, maneuver myself in here to do things. And getting the seat in and out and getting it all put back together and then the seat back in, it's not going to be simple. I really want to lose some weight. I'm going to try, but I don't know. I haven't been very good at losing weight in the last 10 years of my life, maybe more like the last 14 years. When I turned 60, I hurt my back real bad. Up to that point, I was running every day. I was getting ready to run in a marathon, kind of. If you look up the Savannah Bridge run, the Talmadge Bridge, I was going to do that. I was registered to run it, and never happened because of the accident I had. I had back problems to begin with, but this time was the charm, you might say. And I never ran since. I tried to a few times and I couldn't. But So then the weight started coming in, and I went from 157 to about 195. That's, I guess, you can look at it about 38 pounds. And 38 pounds, man, whoa, that's a lot of extra weight to be, you know, carrying around on a, and I'm a compact frame too. And this guy here, he's hoping I hand him some more bacon, I guess. But everybody, I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you all keep watching my channel for all the, you know, goofy stuff I put up, and hopefully in about, well, like I said, it's February, I think I said the 20th, it's Friday. I hopefully, yeah, I keep saying hopefully too, we'll have a real good video of progress on this. I'll say mid-May, 3 months from now, maybe sooner. That'd be nice. I can look at this and then look at the Catalina. The Catalina is shorter than the Bonneville by, I don't know, about 4 or 5 inches. But I can see the difference when I look at the wheels. It does look kind of funny to me when I see how they're so close together. And that's the way it is. Everybody say hello and goodbye, Mr. Bobo. I call him Mr. Bobo sometimes. And there's a long story behind that. Hey, Mr. Bobo, he does not like to look at stuff. You try to get him to look in the mirror himself. And he's really, you know, 14, and his eyesight is getting, you know, I don't know, cataract, coma, whatever, but he still gets around. He doesn't wander far. He sleeps in at night. He's got it made. Come on, you can do it. I'm going to take him. I don't like him to jump. He's got arthritis. Okay, boy, I'm going to take him down. Come on. I'll take you down. Here you go. Save your legs.